Hi everyone, my name is Dinithi. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm gonna do another reading vlog. So I'm coming at you towards the end of the vlog when I'm recording this intro because I realized while I was editing it, there's no intro here. So this is gonna be a very chaotic vlog. It's a very messy vlog because to be completely honest, like the first week kind of got away from me. I was all set to do a weekly reading vlog, but then I got busy, so I'm combining last week and the week before. So you will basically see me reading and finishing Jade Legacy, and that was an incredible read. I will share my thoughts on it towards the end of the video, and then of course you will see me attend a book launch with Inoj, and that was like a really fun time. I attended to support my friend who is a storyteller, and it was such a wonderful experience to just watch her perform, and I had a great time. So hope you enjoy everything that's going on in this vlog, and I'll see you back at the outro. Okay, it's a new vlog and I'm really excited for this one. I started listening to this really cool audiobook and I want to talk about that with you guys. But first of all, in this vlog I will be reading the rest of Jade Legacy. I'm gonna finish it because we decided to finish this at the end of this month, so that will be next Sunday. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, it is Sunday. The time is somewhere around 10:30 Sunday night, and I will be finishing Jade Legacy this week because we decided to finish it before the end of the month. So I want to get to it because shit is going down now, and I don't want to put this down because I want to be in this momentum and keep reading it because a lot is happening and I am really enjoying it. I love this. I think this is probably my favorite book out of all three. It's definitely Legacy, Jade City and Jade War. I don't know if I'm going to change my mind later once I read it again because I definitely want to read this series again. It's just so good. The writing is incredible, and everything that's happening in this book, I'm just so engrossed in it, and I'm just so in it because everything that's happening is the things that we have experienced with these characters, and it's not just like 1 or 2 years, right? This is like 40 years in the making, and we have been through all of it, and that's a wonderful experience. This is the first time I'm reading a book like that. I think aside from Game of Thrones, that was a TV show. I never read the books, so yeah. This is the first time I've actually enjoyed an epic fantasy of this scale, because even like the Deva trilogy, it didn't span over so many years like the Greenbaum saga. So, and also the reason why I started to do this vlog is I'm listening to the audiobook for Hench, and that is such a great book. I listened to it randomly. It was on my list for like a long time, and I know Inosh mentioned it a couple of months ago. I mean, he talks about books. He recommends me books all the time, so most of it just goes over my head. But I do remember him mentioning this and telling me to read it like months ago. So because of that, I just started to listen to it while I was doing like housework, and it is so good. It is so funny because it's about this girl who is a data entry operator for villains, right? The best way I can describe it is, I think if you have seen the show Watchmen, I think that is the vibe I'm getting, like it's ridiculous like how things are happening, and similar in the way where superheroes are kind of ridiculed and villains are like, you wouldn't expect superheroes to have data entry operators, but they don't need it, right? And so she's working for the villains, and so you have like the on-site crew and you have like the office crew, and she prefers to stay in the office so that it's away from all the chaos and the violence and all that. She decides she wants to like take a jab at being on site, and then shit goes down and the superhero comes in while this villain is torturing some kid, and this girl Anna gets in the middle of it and by accident she becomes collateral damage caused by the superhero, and that's where I am at right now. I think she gets paralyzed or she gets really injured from this incident, and that kind of puts her on a path where she wants to take revenge from superheroes because of all the chaos that they ensue in the name of justice. It's really fun. I love the dialogues. I love the villain. Like, he's called Mr. E, and he cares about his employees, you know, like he wants to know how they feel. And the narrator's voice when she does Mr. E's voice, it's hilarious. I'm really enjoying it. I love it. It's I can't stop reading it, so I'm gonna listen to it more tomorrow on the way to work. But I'm gonna read a bit more of Jade Legacy today, and yeah, let's see how the rest of the week goes. And if you're wondering what those are, let me show you. As I mentioned in my last vlog, I said I'm gonna put up three wall art from my favorite series, and there's the Deva trilogy. So this one is what Aisha got me as a housewarming gift, which is like, oh, I love her for it. Like, she knows me so well. So, and I printed out these two so that it completes the wall. And yeah, I have my favorite series to watch over me while I sleep. And then over here I put this. This is a Harry Potter reference, you know? Yeah, that's it for now for my room decoration. I haven't done anything else. So guys, so I've just been crying for the past hour because I was reading Jade Legacy and I'm on chapter 51. And if you read the book, or if you read up to 51, you know why I've been crying. And it's good. The book is incredible, but it's also so very painful, and my eyes hurt. Literally my eyes hurt. But I want to finish this. I'm going to finish it tonight, and Aisha and Yash have already read it, so they want me to film it, reading these last few chapters, so I'm going to do that. And yeah, let's see how it goes. There's not going to be any spoilers. There's not going to be any spoilers for the rest of the video, because I don't want you to be spoiled by anything, because I'm glad I didn't know any of this, because, you know, anyway, my thoughts are everywhere right now, but I will read it this, and we'll see what happens. vlog is a mess, but what's new? I keep trying to do daily vlogs, I keep trying to do weekly vlogs, but oh man, I don't know, I'm just gonna stop making these promises because I don't want to disappoint you guys. But anyway, the last clip you saw was on Sunday morning when I finished Jade Legacy, and it's Thursday now. So I have been reading, right? And I even started a reread, but I just haven't been able to pick up the camera and record. And also because I've started my shop back up again. It's called Paper Shades. It's on Instagram and Facebook, and I have been doing like content for that and just creating posts and all that right after I get home from work, and that's been half of my day. And then of course like the normal house chores, which I'm still getting used to because it's a new routine, but I'm trying my best. The vlogs are coming. I'm just gonna combine like last week and this week together and release the video as one vlog. But anyway, let's talk about my thoughts on Jade Legacy, because right after I finished it, I did need like a few moments to myself to gather my thoughts and talk about it. But then I also had to meet my friend for lunch, so I had to go to that. But Jade Legacy is, oh man, it's one of the best books I've read. It is 5 out of 5, like 100 stars. It is a phenomenal end to like a really great series, and I really want to read it again from the beginning now that I know what happens, and now that I know where these characters end up. I remember them from where they start, especially the main characters you have, but then also these side characters that just appeared and didn't seem relevant or important at the time became like very significant characters towards the end of the book. And also what Fonda Lee did with this book is, it's not something people can do easily, especially the time jump, right? She skipped a lot of, because this book spans over 20 years, and a few like after 1 or 2 chapters you skip a year, or sometimes you skip like 3 years or 4 years. So it's a long story to tell with like only like 700 pages, and I don't think a lot of people can do it. I've never read a book that had time jumps and that did it so well, and that made it, the time jumps were very, very important to the story, and it wasn't just there for convenience. You needed that 20 years, because this is called Jade Legacy, so they're building a legacy. The main character's story, that's the legacy that they're leaving behind. So for a legacy to happen, you need time. It needs to span over decades. So she did it so well, and I'm so in awe of the writing and just how well thought out the entire story was, which is something that I could never have imagined doing. And there's nothing that I can say that I didn't like in this last book. I think the Jade Legacy is probably my favorite, and I might like, because I remember I gave Jade War 3 stars and Jade City 4 stars, but I feel like when I read it again I might just give all of them 5 stars. I don't know, I feel like it might happen. Like if you haven't read it, please go read that. Please go read that trilogy. It's definitely up there for me with Devabad, and it is just really great. This is not a spoiler. Like you have Hilo and you have the children, which I didn't think I would connect to and love as much as I did, but because they only appear in the last book, right? But I do, and I connected with them so much, very unconsciously I would say, because when things happen to them, or like when their storyline progressed and the shit that they have to go through, all of that really affected me, like, and I was really feeling for them and I was crying for them. So it was I have no words, honestly. It's the way she was able to build a world and build it around these characters is incredible. And also in terms of the villains and, well, I would say, the antagonist of the story and what happened to them, or the consequences of their actions and what they had and where they ended up, it was also very satisfying. It's not just the heroes win and the villains lose kind of story, right? It's very calm despite all the action that was happening. It was a very calm end to a very chaotic war that was going on between these clans, and I love that. I love that type of ending where it's peaceful and the carnage is not the answer that you're looking for. You have to solve it in a very peaceful way, and that's where they ended up with, and that's just, I really like that ending because that is where it was heading, and I really didn't want them to pull out a twist and then make it like another continuation of the war. And if you guys are still at the beginning part of the books, or if you're still reading the second one or the first one, I will tell you, Barrow's ending, his story is one of the most satisfying endings to a character that I hated so much, and I really wanted him to, and I really wanted a very satisfying end to that motherfucking character who I just cannot deal with. I don't think I've ever been so annoyed or hated a character as much as I hate Barrow, especially because of how insignificant he is and seems to get away with everything just because he's lucky and just because he's a nobody, that nobody really gives a damn about who he is or what he does. They underestimate him a lot, and because of that he survived for a long time, even in Jade Legacy. But yeah, I really liked how his story ended. I'll definitely be rereading this series at any point, maybe this year or next year, because I really want to, and I can't wait for the TV show. I know it's in early development. I really hope they do a good job, because there's so many things that will do so well on TV, and I just can't wait to see it. So moving on from Jade Legacy, because I could go on and on about this book. It's just it's a masterpiece, man. Anyway, so after that I was still listening to the audiobook for Hench, right? And I finished it just today, a few hours ago, and I gave it 3 stars because that's the thing, I really wanted to give it 4 stars and I almost did, but if I'm really being honest with myself, I did enjoy it. It's just not a favorite, and it wasn't the best. Like, I didn't like the second half of the book at all. It was just one goal. You're just trying to save this guy, and it felt like it's just a villain trying to save somebody as opposed to the hero. And even though the names are switched, it felt like the heroes trying to save it felt like the heroes are trying to save the day, when in reality it's the villains. And I didn't particularly like the protagonist and how her character evolved. Like, I know what the writer was trying to do, right? But everything that was interesting about her kind of got overshadowed by her relationship with the villain and this potential romantic relationship that they had, and it was just very cringe, honestly. I didn't like it at all, and I was hoping for something else. And then of course, like, there you have like this friendship with this other woman that she meets, which I was excited for when they first happened, but it felt very flat. And I don't know if it was the audiobook or it's the narration, but something about that book I didn't really enjoy it. That's not true, I enjoyed it. It's just that it didn't resonate well, or I didn't enjoy it as much like I would. That's what I was thinking. If I were to give it 4 stars, is it a great book? Was I hooked, or did I really enjoy that I couldn't put it down? No, I just finished it for the sake of finishing it because I wanted to know how it ended, and it was only like 4 hours left in the audiobook, and I feel like, okay, might as well finish it. So that tells me that, in my opinion, is just not a book that I enjoyed. It's just a book that I wanted to finish. And it's a little disappointing because I really wanted to like it, but it was just okay. So currently I have no audiobook, but I do have one in mind that I want to start. But for my physical read, I'm currently rereading one of my favorite books from 2021, and that is Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. Oh, Weir? I don't know. I think it's Weir. It's just as good as the first time I read it. It's like, I started it a few days ago, I think like 3 days ago, and look at this. I'm already like done with it, and I can basically finish this tonight. I really want to, but this is I don't know if I told you this before, but I had this thought where that I was talking about it to Aisha as well, that every time I love a book, I inhale it and I read it for like 2 or 3 days. That's it. And then I'm in this rut where I'm reading books for a long period of time, so I'm engaged with the book longer because I'm not enjoying it as much. But the books that I really like, I don't really get to spend a lot of time with because I finish them very fast. I literally I'm inhaling this, and I'm trying to stop, but it's so hard. This is just so good. I love this is not a spoiler anymore because this book has been out for a while, so I can actually talk about it. I love Rocky. I love the alien that he meets, and I love their relationship. I love the dynamic. It's just so fun, and it's very weird. It's definitely better than The Martian. Like, that's a book I really loved, and this is just, it's even better. I really can't wait for his next one. I don't know when he's gonna write it. And I know that this is gonna be turned into a movie, and I think Ryan Gosling is gonna play Ryland Grace. So yeah, hope that's gonna go well, just like The Martian, because I really like the movie as well for Martian. Yeah. So this is my physical read. If you guys don't know about this book, if you've been on my channel, you must have heard about this all the time because I talk about it quite a lot. This is about this astronaut who wakes up in space. He has no memory of who he is or why he is in a spaceship, and he has his dead crew next to him, and he has to figure out how to get home or why he's there, and his memories start to come back bit by bit. And while he's there, he discovers this other spaceship next to him, and then he also like meets this alien who he strikes up a friendship with, and they both are lost in space, so they're both like trying to help each other get home. And this book has an ending which I didn't expect, but I loved, and just reading it now, it's just, yeah, I love all the sciencey bits. I know that's not a lot of people's favorite part about this book, but I love it. I love everything about I love it when they talk about science and when they explain the theories and why things are the way they are. That is, like, physics explains the entire universe, right? So I love it when they explain it in physics. So yeah, I'm weird. I don't know, that's me. I like it. And now for the audiobook, I'll probably start this tomorrow morning. I'm not gonna listen to it now because I want to read a few more chapters from Project Hail Mary, but I think I'm gonna listen to The Atlas 6 by Libby Blake. I've heard of this from Piera, and she really likes it. Her taste is like very similar to mine, so I hope I like it too. I want to give it a try. They said that if you like Six of Crows, you would like it. It's very Six of Crows but dark academia. So I'm not a big dark academia fan, but I want to give it a try. I also want to show you something. Look at the title. Can you see the title? TikTok made me buy it. Like, why would you name that? Like, this is the audiobook. This is the original audiobook, but it says The Atlas 6, TikTok made me buy it. Is that how book titles are gonna go now? Damn. I'm gonna start this tomorrow, but I'll read a few more chapters from Hail Mary and then most likely go to bed. So I will see you hopefully on Saturday. I do have a book launch that I want to go to, and I kind of want to film there as well. It's for a friend of mine who actually became one of my clients now. So yeah, it's really exciting. I want to go support her for her launch. She's launching herself as a storyteller, and I will try to take some clips when I go there on Saturday. But for now, that is it for this clip, and I will see you with a new update hopefully soon. Hi guys, one quick pop in. It is Friday night. I just finished reading Project Hail Mary, and yeah, I gave it 5 stars. I mean, there's no I wasn't expecting it to like it any less than I did. It's just as great, and if anything, it's even better. And like I love the message of the story, and I love how the main character, Island Grace's life ultimately mattered, and his character development and this decision he made, which ended up saving 2 planets instead of 1. And it's such a, this is bravery at its finest, coming from a man who didn't even want to be on this mission. And it's just, it's an incredible story. I wish more people read it. Like, I know a lot of people are put off by it because of like it's very science heavy and it's sci-fi, but like, just, you don't necessarily need to know these things that they talk about in terms of like theories and the sciencey facts to enjoy the story. So it's incredible. I can't stop thinking about it. I immediately want to pick it up and read it again, which I'll probably do maybe next year. But yeah, it's incredible. So I finished that, and I'm probably gonna vlog. And also, like, tomorrow I have the book launch, which I really want to attend. So I will go to that. I don't have physical read right now, so I don't know what I want to read next. And I probably won't read anything this weekend. I'm not sure, I don't know. Because see, the book I want to read is a horror book, and for next week I'm planning to do a themed vlog where I read thrillers and horrors. So I want to keep it for that, because the book I'm gonna read is very exciting. I recently received it, so I really want to read it. So I might just like not read anything physically for this weekend. I don't know, we'll see. Also, I started to listen to The Atlas 6 on audio, and oh my god, it's boring as fuck. I don't know. I can't judge it too harshly because I'm only in like chapter 5, but it's not, I don't think it's for me. I don't know if I'm gonna continue it. I mean, we'll see. I haven't decided whether to DNF it or not, but it's not looking good. I don't really know why people seem to like it. I think it's very mixed. I did ask Aisha, and she said she DNF'd it, and I'm on the verge of DNFing it, but I don't know. I DNF'd like maybe 3 books, with maybe 2 books I think for this month, and I normally don't do that. Anyway, we'll see. But that's a quick update. I'm gonna watch some Netflix and then probably go to bed. I will see you tomorrow. Oh, there we are. Finally in one frame. Say hello to the vlog. No, this is a picture. This is not a picture, this is a video.
Oh, it's a video. Hello, people. So basically, we are seeing Empire of Gold here.
Yeah.
And Kingdom of Copper. You guys better come and buy it right now. They're not giving you.
What else do you have?
And the books I'm buying are very special. So basically, as you know, I'm a very special little cookie. So yeah. So basically, it's the memory called Empire by R.K. Martin. This is something I've been wanting to read for a long while. I think I started this on audio for a while ago, but then I was like, I want the book in hand, so yeah, I had it. Yay. And it's space opera, and I love space operas.
According to him.
I love Red Rising. Okay, just because I don't love hard sci-fi doesn't mean I don't love soft sci-fi. Then also the Assassin's Apprentice, so I can finally complete the collection. Thank you, Aisha, for gifting my other 2 books to me. You're the best. Finally, I've completed the collection. God, I can't.
What's the that's the second one?
The final book is the second book of the memory called Empire. Okay. And I've also hidden a lot of books inside the books. So if you want to find out, if you come here and you find the books hidden, and if you buy them, you are my eternal enemy for life. I will hunt you down to the ends of earth, and I will kill you.
Ta-da.
Okay, here we go. Shall we give you quick commentaries of the books? Here we go. First of all, here we have Joe Abercrombie. Yeah. Now, as you know, he's a person who the entire book world loves. But this was the first book I went. This is objectively good, but I really hate it. Let's move on.
Take my purse.
Okay.
Take my purse.
Okay,
It looks ugly.
Here you go. At the clutch. I shall be here now. Next we have Joe. Okay, one side. Anyway, next we have Jim Butcher. He's actually
Jim Butcher?
Yes, Jim Butcher. Here's a Calderon. It's actually a very good starter series, a very good crossover series.
What's the other one? What's the other series he said? The Foundry Side?
Not the Foundry Side. Foundry Side is different. He has this series, I think. It's urban fantasy.
The Dresden Files.
The Dresden Files. I read the first book, but not a big fan. I read better urban fantasies.
Really?
Yes, this one is good actually. It's not bad. It's good, okay? But it's not really good. It's not the first book, man. But his Furious of Calderon, I read the entire thing. It's fully.
I think
nice.
Reagan read this one.
Got something.
Say hi.
Stay.
So I'm coming here to end the vlog because I really want to start the next week's vlog because it's going to be really interesting and I really want to start reading the books that I have for that video. But I hope you like this video. This is like a very this was a fun vlog to edit as well, especially when I went to the book launch with Inosh because yeah, I cannot compete with that chaotic energy. I had a pretty good week reading books that I really loved, and then like a few 3 stars and DNF. Yeah. Oh yeah, I DNF'd the Atlas 6. That's I think the last update I gave you was when I started it, but then after like a few, I think after I only listened to it once and there was like 5 chapters I think, and I just DNF'd it. I don't care what happens. I couldn't care less about it. I don't know, I just, maybe it gets better, but it's just not for me, and I have other books that I really want to get to, so I just don't want to waste my time with it. So that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much. If you watched the entire thing, I really appreciate it. It means a lot. If you want to see more of me and my vlogs and my videos, please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. I do upload every Saturday and the occasional video on Wednesday, but for now I'm signing off and I'll see you soon with a new video. Bye.